Hey folks, we're going to do the Ansible automation platform daily demo. This will be on Linux, so it'll be a little bit different than the Windows one. So basically, we're going to show a fully automated request fulfillment, CMDB updates, network provisioning, server provisioning, firewall rule updates, the custom website deployment, user account creation, post-install work like server patching. The service catalog is going to be in ServiceNow, but this could be in Remedy or Surewell, any other modern service catalog that's got APIs. The network and server are going to be created in the AWS cloud, but that could be your company's cloud. It could be GCP. It could be Azure. And then the muscle is going to be Ansible automation platform is going to bring all this stuff together. So Ansible is an enterprise automation solution. It has many, many, many use cases. Before I kick off the demo, I'm just going to start off with some level setting. So right here, this is the AWS management console, and I'm hitting refresh here, and there's no VPC, no virtual private cloud, no network container here. If I hit EC2 instances, notice I'm filtering on the running state, and I hit refresh. There's no instances here. I'm going to go into my Ansible automation platform, and I'm going to click on the dynamic inventory for this, and I'm going to hit refresh, and there's no instances in here either. Also, while I'm in here, I just want you to see that there's no jobs running. Everything's quiet. This is the customer portal. So if you're not using satellite and you subscribe directly, basically it'll show up access.redhat.com. There, you'll see the host that has subscribed. And right now, these are all internal hosts to my environment, and there is no AWS host here. If I click on this one, this is console.redhat.com. If I hit the refresh button here, same thing. No AWS hosts here. So let's go ahead and we're going to log into ServiceNow. And we'll click on Service Catalog and AAP. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Try it again. AAP, daily demo, AAP, enter. Okay, this is what I want. So basically, we've got our Windows demo up here and our Linux demo down here. So we're going to request the Linux demo, and we'll click order. And we can see request number 72 got created. Okay, requested item 10072. And so basically, actually, let's look at Ansible automation platform, and let's just hit refresh here. There's nothing going on in Ansible. It's like, hey, why not? Well, that request, let's go look at that request. Basically, we'll go to my approvals. And we can see that request is sitting there requested. It doesn't look like it's been approved yet. So before we approve it, let's look. Request _ approved. It's in an open state. There's no notes in it. So basically, it's sitting here waiting for an approval. So let's go ahead and approve it. Approve. And look, it went to green. Click on this. Notice the state now is in work in progress. And here's the job flow ID. So remember 52691. Let's go over to Ansible automation platform. Let's look for, what did I say? Oh, 5296. So here's 5296. And I clicked, it moved before I clicked on it. 5296 is right here. Okay. And before we look at the visualizer, let's look here. Here's the requested item ticket number, which corresponds to the ticket. So basically what we've done is we've connected the Ansible automation platform to the ServiceNow request ticket. So doesn't matter, where you start looking, you'll be able to find the trail. All right, so let's go back to the jobs. Actually, let's go to output here. And the very first step is right here, Linux AWS VPC create. And I can tell that it's already moved on because this little icon is moving. But let's go up here and let's hit the refresh button. And we can see, hey, we've got a VPC now. So let's go back. And so what's the second step? So the second step is create a machine instance, okay? And let's see if that has started. Let's hit refresh here, and look at that, Linux web server. It's in a running state. It's a T2 micro. It's in the 1 Bravo availability zone. The last 2 octets are 2458. So remember 2458. Here's the DNS name. Let's go back and let's let that do its thing. If we were curious about where it was at, we could click on this and we click output and we could see what it was doing. So actually it's right now, it's just in a pause. So it's waiting 120 seconds. So basically that just allows the machine instance to spin up. Let's go back to jobs. Let's go back to 5296. Okay. I'm not going to show this in this demo. I'll just talk about it. But there is, if this step had failed, you see how it says on failure up there in the left-hand corner, that red line, then it would come over here and execute the incident management process. And what this would do, it would create an incident ticket in ServiceNow, and it would put the details, the error message, the request number, everything that you would need to troubleshoot that incident ticket. It would put it in there. And then this last step here would update the request and basically close the request as, hey, this was the request didn't finish. It was unsuccessful. I think it's closed incomplete or something like that. And that's a different demo. I'm not going to demo that today. So now let's look right here. What it's doing now is it's updating the dynamic inventory. So let's go back to inventories. Let's click on here. Now let's go back into hosts. And that host should look familiar to us, 2558, 2458. Yep, 2458. So basically that step is already completed, was to basically update the dynamic inventory. So now you could now you could take and execute other playbooks on that new machine that got created, which this step right here, Linux AWS gather machine info. Notice there's a Linux AWS CMDB record. So basically what this does is it creates a CMDB record. So let's go check that out, make sure that got created. So I'm going to go Control C, back to ServiceNow, CMDB, workspace. And let's go look for that host. We're going to search by name. So click name, contains, Control B, search. And you can see we've got 2458. It's a Linux server. Got my notes in here, Ansible automation platform demo. Let's go see if we can find some other stuff that we put in here. It's T2 micro. That should look familiar to us. Oh, here's the AMI that is the template at Amazon for this particular machine. Let's see, what else do we have? Here's the public IP address. Here's the instance ID, the Amazon instance ID. So anyways, you can see that we made our CMDB record. Let's go back to jobs. Let's go back to here. Let's see. Red Hat subscription manager. Oh, okay. So this is at access.redhat.com. So let's go back into the customer portal. And we're going to hit the refresh button here. And this could be, subscribe to your satellite server instead. And then hey, look, we got a new AWS machine here, but this looks different. It doesn't have the right address. Huh. I wonder if this is the right machine. So let's go back into the AWS console. Now let's click on this. And right here you can see, oh, look, there's a private IP address. It's 172. So let's go back to the customer portal. 172. Okay, yeah, good. So subscription management has happened, and that's important to us because now we can do software updates, right? And one of the things in the post install is security updates, and we're reconfiguring files, and we're updating the message of the day, and basically all the post install stuff that you would want done on your machine is getting done in here. And let's see, so that's going to take some amount of time. Let's go look at let's see, I want to look at the, what do I want to look at? I want to look at Automation Hub, and I want to talk about certified collections. Okay, so if you look over here in the left-hand corner, we've got 137 total collections. One of the collections that we're using is this AWS collection right here. That's what, so, and what actually, let me back up a little bit and let me say certified collections. So there's a partnership between Red Hat and AWS in this case. And because they're certified, that allows Red Hat to basically support these modules. So basically there was a partnership between AWS and Red Hat, and now we've got certified AWS modules. If I click on documentation, like you could look at all the modules. Like one of the modules that I'm using for sure in my playbooks is the EC2_instance. And here's all the details about it. And actually, if you go to the bottom here, you get to examples. So like literally you can, this is an example of a task. So you can cut and paste that and put it into your playbook and use it. If you had an issue, like I had an issue when I first started using the AWS modules, I just went and clicked on that new issue link and submitted my issue. And then what it turned out was I didn't know how to use the module properly, and somebody helped me out. Anyways, okay, so that's the AWS module. But one of the other modules that we're using, if you're a ServiceNow customer, so let's see if we can find the ServiceNow right here. So here's the ServiceNow modules that we're using. So like the incident creation, I'm using incident ticket. The let's see, the request update, I think I'm just using the API directly because there isn't a specific module. So I'm talking directly to the API, which isn't that big of a deal because in ServiceNow there's a developer studio that makes it easy to figure out like what table you need to talk to. Anyways, so those are a couple of the certified modules. Let's say you're working with a vendor that doesn't have a certified module. Well, you could ask that vendor to partner with us to create a module, and then we'd have a certified module for your ITSM suite in here as an example, or any other module, right? Just when you're interacting with your other vendors, just ask them, what it would take to get a partnership between you and Red Hat. Anyways, enough on certified content. Let's talk about some of the other stuff that's going on. So we got these two jobs here at the bottom. They're basically creating local accounts. And the reason I'm doing that is I need one of those accounts for a demo. There's actually the administrative GUI is called Cockpit, and I'm setting that up, and I'm going to log into that with my account and show that. So one of these two boxes is doing one of those accounts. This box here, this is doing copying public keys into place. So it's allowing people with those private keys to log into the demo machines. This step right here, Insights registration, is all done and it was successful. So let's go back to the Cloud Console. Let's go to registered systems, I think. No, that's not. Let's try inventory. Okay, hey, look at this. There's that 172 address again. So now we know about this. And actually, one of the cool things about Insight, so it's a software as a service solution that comes with your RHEL subscription, your OpenShift subscriptions, and your Ansible subscription. So if you have any of those subscriptions, you have access to this. And one of the cool things is, let's look at this machine. We just built this. Here's the CVEs for this. Over here, this tells me that there's an Ansible playbook for this. Okay. You can integrate insights with your Ansible automation platform like it's a software repository. So just think of insights as just another Git repo. You can basically run these playbooks against your infrastructure to remediate things. The other nice thing about these playbooks, they're written by Red Hat through automation. So I'd say they're examples of how to write good playbooks. Okay. So there's a ton of usefulness in insights, but that step was completed successfully. So let's keep moving over to the right here. Here we're just doing laying down the foundation for our custom website. So we're installing Apache and MySQL and PHP, and then here we're deploying the custom website. So deploying our custom code, our custom images, and then actually I could tell this job's already complete. We're going to check our email here in a moment. We've got a notification email, and then let's see, ServiceNow update. So let's go check the ServiceNow ticket. Notice the status or the state is closed complete. And then here's all the provisioning details. So here's the public IP address, 2458. Here's the fully qualified domain name. There's the AMI. Here's the instance ID. That's a T2 micro. It's in the 1 Bravo availability zone. So you can see that we've fully automated every step with the exception of the approval of that ticket. And we've got all those artifacts. And there's more that's available to us. You just got to decide what you want to do. So anyways, okay, so now let's check our email. So here's our notification email. If I click on this link, this takes us to our demo web server. Okay, so this is just built and it's living at AWS and it's publicly available on the internet. And then here's like an overview of what we're doing. For contact information, if you look in the bottom left-hand corner, you'll see gwormy@redhat.com. That's Greg Wormester's email address. If you got sales questions, contact him. Technical questions, you can contact me at eric.ames@redhat.com. And then actually here we got some provisioning details. Here's the request number. So we put that in our website. So anyways, so that's our custom website that we just built. And now let's say I wanted to admin the box and I'm not comfortable with the GUI. You got to click past these scary messages. It'll be okay. And then we're going to log in here. And so this is a cockpit. I'm going to type my password. Oh, did I get it right? Yeah, okay. So this is cockpit. So basically Ansible set this up, configured it, and I have administrative access. So I could admin the box through this GUI if I wanted to. I have administrative access. So anyway, so that's cockpit. Let's go back to our email. Let's go here. I'm more comfortable on Linux boxes using SSH. So let's get a terminal. And let's paste this. And let's accept that. And hey, look at that. I got a brand new box. And it's got my message of the day in place. Welcome to Amazon. And oh, I wonder if I have root access. Oh, look at that. I've got root access. Okay. Anyways, so this is all done with Ansible automation platform, ServiceNow, Amazon, And the playbooks to do all this are published in my my repository, so they're freely available to anybody. Hope you enjoyed the demo. Have a good day.